either of you date anyone else in high school?
No, we were together. So,
How's it going, everybody? This is Will from You Can Bliss, The Road to Happiness. Today, I'm just going to, actually, I'm going to tell you my journey for starting out to be a YouTuber.
we didn't know.
It started out a year ago. Well, it'll be a year ago next month.
Someone was
Um,
convicted of that crime.
He's been unconvicted.
it was something that happened completely on accident. I mean, it was, I never was a technical person. I never had an interest to be on the cell phones or the internet. I lived in a completely different, I guess, generational gap. It was crazy because I really honestly didn't have any interest in technology at all. Like, I still don't know how to really run a computer. So, you know, we had 2020 happen, and you know, I was in a point in my life where, you know, we were all not getting out and about, so I decided to
His first time too.
get on YouTube, and I started watching a lot of videos, and one in particular because I liked music a lot, and I happened to run into Ryan Upchurch, to be honest with you guys. And I started really like binge watching a lot of his stuff, like listening to a lot of his music. He's actually a comedian too, and he does a lot of reaction videos, and so he's not just an artist. He's just he's a person, and like me, and I just got that. He turned me on to like, man, I could do this, and he basically gave me the motivation to say, hey, and the courage to say, hey, I can create a channel, and I'm going to do it just for fun like he did. You know, he just started everything out, just him and his buddies just started out just making stupid videos. And one thing led to another. And, you know, he had a regular job and stuff too. But eventually he grew to be a huge YouTuber. And I still watch him and I still admire him. But so I started out on YouTube not knowing anything. I didn't know any of the rules. I didn't know anything. I was out here just trying to express myself and try to meet other people and try to grow spiritually for myself and try to find other people that were growing too and trying to make a connection to people. That was the main thing. I want, because, you know, being inside and stuck inside for so long, my craving for, I love people. I've always have, and I've had an up and down crazy life, but this isn't about that. This is about me becoming a YouTuber. So I got on YouTube and I started a channel, and I started out and it wasn't going as good as I thought it was going to go. Well, I ran into a couple people in the comment section, and I didn't know where to go from here, and they're both YouTubers as well. I don't know what happened between us, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. But they gave me great advice, and they said, you know, there was a lot of things that they did to motivate me that first time to say, look, if you want to do this, then do it, mate. You know what I mean? So that's how I started it. And so I started out making a lot of short videos, and I just started thinking about, like, creatively, what I like to do, for one. And you know what I mean? Like, I go around I use my town. I use my environment a lot in the beginning. And I would just go and go out in nature. And my grandson had a lot of help too, you know? And so Owen and I started making videos together. And we started a lot of them. And we were just doing it just to you know, pass time and create memories for us when we get, you know, as he gets older, he can look back at these memories. So that's how I really started YouTube. I started doing things that made me feel happy and good inside. And I wanted that to be a reflection on my videos. And maybe it would connect to people that could relate the same way. And so I was making, I don't know, I made like 100 videos a day. And I know that sounds like crazy ridiculous, but it didn't seem that bad. It didn't even seem like hard work, because I would go around my community and I would take videos of my walking bridges, the historic buildings, things that I think that other people around the world would be interested in watching. And I always kept that in the back of my mind. And every video that I made was, it wasn't about, yeah, I'm sharing a piece of history. I'm sharing a piece of another state that no one may not be able to come and see sometime or anytime in their lives. So to me, I was opening up a new experience. I was hoping that I was opening up a new experience for everybody out there to maybe see a certain part of the world that they never even saw before. So I had that in the back of my mind. So as a content creator and as a YouTuber, I knew that I had to be completely diverse. I couldn't be just one dimensional. So I reached out and I learned. I watched so many videos in this last year. I got over 4,000 liked videos. And it's because I went out there and I seeked. And I wanted to learn from other YouTubers. I wanted to see what they were producing. I wanted to see the best part of them. I wanted to see what they were giving to the world. So I had something that I could kind of connect to and get the idea, because I had no clue when I first started YouTube what I was doing. It was like learning a complete new language, and I'm still learning the language. But I'm opening up more doors and more barriers, and I'm being more recognized worldwide than I ever thought that I would ever be. And I've meeting so much different cultures, and I know that I don't understand the language, and I know that's mind-boggling for a lot of people, but there is more of a connection through kindness, love, peace, joy, and happiness. And I'm using that as my introduction tool to opening those doors to other countries and other worlds around the world. And that right there is a complete game changer for me, because it's new adventures. It may not be me going out and physically doing the adventure. I'm experiencing my adventure through mainstream and the YouTube, without a doubt. Like Vicky Lipper, he's from Croatia. Him and I love watching his videos because I love seeing his culture and I love seeing where he's coming from. That's an experience. It's an adventure for me. When I go into a video, it's like reading a book about somebody. See, I'm getting a piece of that culture, that experience, without having to be physically there. To me, that's extremely, extremely fascinating. And for me, to meet people in the States and other states and meeting them and talking to them on a more personal basis, those are experiences that I enjoy, because they give me more excitement that I can grow much, much faster and much better than where I am. And I always keep that in the back of my mind from the beginning, from day one. I told myself that I was going to be better than I was yesterday. And yes, I am a flowing river. I am a lighthouse. And I've said that many times on my channel. Those are true statements. Those are the representations of me. And so isn't Yugen Bliss. Yugen Bliss, the road to happiness, is the truest and most pure definition of who I am. And that's one of the greatest expressions of sharing myself, and so I can share with other people their experiences. That's what my channel is all about. My channel is all about us all growing together and being successful together, because there's no longer any need for division or fighting or disagreements, because we all come to this agreement. Yes, we're all completely different. We're not all the same. We all need to come together to agree to disagree, to learn something that we've never learned from us, that we probably should have learned, okay? Every video that I do, I'm hoping that I can touch somebody or attract someone to the energy that I want to produce. And the production of this energy, it takes you guys as well. I am a shining light. I am here on this planet to show and give you guys something that you guys haven't seen in a long time. And that's the joy and the peace and the harmony that is resonating from this planet. And I am that resignation. I am the sun that's shining through this light right now. We are all particles in the universe. This universe is far greater than we ever will ever know. That's a fact. So when I'm speaking to you guys on here, it's from the heart.
We'll see.
Okay, And if you guys want to succeed as a YouTuber, you have to share more than you receive. You have to. You have to give more. You have to give everything that you have to everybody else for you to receive the true blessings that I'm receiving right now, because I'm expressing the true blessings right now. I am making my life's purpose for 2022 to make everybody that I see and I meet on my channel, in my community, in my family of Yugen Nation, and I want to see them succeed and shine and show their light and their experiences and their true blessings that God's giving them. That's why they're there. That's why every single one of us on YouTube that create these channels, we're doing this because we're doing it for the desire of, for the greater good, the existence of the God existence, the universe itself is giving you these feelings and these thoughts to show and express your true love. Because it's very addictive. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You can't not help to be attracted to that positivity. And it is. And it's extremely special. So I know I started out, this is really exciting, right? So I started out doing 1 million, and I'm talking, I got over 4,000 short videos, people. That's how I got attracted to that's how I did it in my channel. I didn't do that because, oh, I just decided to do that. No, the universe told me the direction to go. I was led by my heart. And that's another thing too, guys. 90% of my views are coming from India. India, guys. My heart led me in that direction. I didn't choose to go that way. I was led that way. This was the way for me to go to grow. And as I grew, I met some wonderful people. And I love culture. Like I can't even stress that enough. Especially foods. I love to cook myself. So when I started out, I did a lot of food videos too. I did a lot of like what I ate. I changed my eating habits. And I was growing in the same time. So a lot of this, my channel, everything grew at once. I couldn't even believe it. Everything came together. I started losing weight. I started eating better. I quit drinking alcohol. I quit hanging out with the friends that I used to hang out with that I knew that weren't making me, I wasn't in a good place with them. I had to change my whole entire life to become a YouTuber. Period. And when I started doing that and started expressing and showing people that, hey, you can lose weight, you can do anything you want to do as long as you are positive in knowing what you want. And then once you know what you want, then you start proceeding that with, you start thinking about that and you start saying, you know, this is great. And you start imagining what it would be like and how it would feel. Okay? That's how it starts working. And then you start releasing everything, like the doubts. I mean, I went through a lot of doubting and questioning myself. I almost quit so many times. I was at 600 subscribers, right? And man, everybody would love to be at 600 subscribers. Not me. I started getting down because I started getting haters. I mean, people that, really negative stuff. And I started believing in that for a minute. And then I started stumbling on other people's videos. And I started watching their positivity. And then I started saying, you know what? I'm going to start deleting all the negativity. I don't even need it. So I started evolving and removing myself from all the negativity. And I'm not a guy that watches TV and all that stuff. I'm really stuck into the YouTube thing. I'm really committed to that. So I've always been that way. So my biggest downfall, I'm going to tell you, is because I made so many short videos, and I'm telling you, this is a learning curve for me. So I suggest everybody out there, be careful on how many videos. You're only going to know what works for you. So I ran into this big issue. I mean, if I wanted to be monetized, right? I can't be monetized. I don't have enough watch time hours. And short videos, as far as YouTube's concerned, you don't get any watch time hours for your short videos. That's my understanding. I may be wrong. So I started making smaller and shorter videos, like minute videos, and then I started saying, you know what? Why don't I do this? This is something good that I can do for everybody. I started doing shout out videos, and I started doing shout out videos very early in my YouTubing career. I started shouting out videos, just a regular video. Say, hey, go check out so and so's video. They could sure use some help. And that's always been a really core value of me too. I've always tried to share other people because that's true love. And when you're showing that expression of true love and that expression of true love, it comes back to you tenfold. It's a fact. And so when you start expressing that true love, you start being that reflection physically. Your videos start getting more views because you are somebody that you're not just speaking. You're taking that physical action. And you're starting to use that physical action and you're creating and manifesting what you want. And I'm trying to do that physically. And it's amazing. And it's not easy, guys, because there are so many things that can deter you. And there's a lot of things that come up in your life. And, you know, about 15 days ago, I had a lot of things in my life that deterred me from a lot of things. And that does happen a lot. Thank you very much. So I'm going to get some little interaction here because I keep talking, I keep railing. So Electric Movement Zero, he's a wonderful wonderful channel. You guys, he's an inspiration to me. I use his channel a lot because he is an amazing person. He's almost like he's a universal godsend. Really, seriously. Because when I go to his channel, it's when I needed it. It was like someone saying, okay, well, Will, you're not really having a great day right now. You're down. And then all of a sudden his notification comes up. I'm like, this is not by accident. So I go and watch his video. And then when I'm done, I'm like, Jesus, I needed that, for crying out loud. So yes, he's a great motivational tool. He's here for a purpose. He is here for a purpose. He's here to help me and everyone else around me in my community. He's a gift. And I so much appreciate you. Frank is his name. And he's a beautiful soul and he lives in Florida. And please go show him a lot of love because that man is an amazing soul. Okay? And I'm going to get back on here. I'm going to try to shout out some other people. Hey, the Praying Couple series, the Duelings. They're beautiful people. They're beautiful. Go over and check them out. They're a wonderful channel. They do a lot of cooking, but most of all, they share and help out with the community a lot. They go and they help put food in people's bellies and clothes on their backs, and they do it with complete unconditional love, and they're great gifts from God, and they're doing God's work, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming by. For Angie Flora, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, and thank you. And go over and check her out. She's a lovely soul, too. She's growing, too. And John's from overseas, and he's a beautiful soul. He's been a long-time supporter. And I'm actually going to do a special shout-out for John. I know I've done one in the past, but I want to do another one. I want to build him up, too. He's got some awfully awesome, he does motorcycles and he's got a lot of stuff. He's just a well-rounded, diverse person too. And I'm going to make this video for an hour today, so please feel free. You guys can please leave your links down below so everybody can get in contact with you and share and subscribe to each other and enjoy each other and try to get to find new things that you never knew about each other. That is a true blessing too in itself. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be working on too in the 2020 for more health reasons. I'm going to really work on my nicotine. I did quit for 6 months when I was a YouTuber, and I got back into it. So that's one of the big things that I am going to do. I'm going to try to remove that from my life. It's something that I don't need, I no longer need. So that's another big thing. Another big YouTuber tip. Don't be afraid to go outside the box. Try to be as creative as possible. And what I mean by that, bring your camera everywhere. You never know when you can use it. And I tell you right now, I'm very completely blessed because 8 months ago, or actually, yeah, it might have been 6 months ago now, one of my videos, Owen and I were just messing around and playing on a green slide that was huge. And I swear to God, the video is only 6 seconds long, but it's over 11 million views. So I want to be an example out there that if you guys want to strive and do something that you truly want to do and you want to be a YouTuber, don't be afraid to fail. And don't be afraid to post as often as you want. If your heart desire is telling you to post, then by all means continue to post as many videos as you need, because there's no problem in that. There's no harm in it, and it can only help you, because all you're doing is you're really basically marketing your own self. Every single video that you're putting out there, think about this. You're marketing yourself. You want yourself to be seen. So you want that video or as many videos to be seen as much as possible, right? I mean, my eventual goal is I want to become mainstream. That's my original goal. My goal right now is I want 1 million subscribers. And it still is my goal. And I know that I'm going to make that goal. I have to set small goals to be able to get to that goal, right? So that's what I'm doing. So for 2022, my goal, and I'm not going to set a goal that I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to get 12 million subscribers, because that is huge. That's almost nuts. So my goal right now for 2022 is I want to get 11,000 subscribers. That's my goal, and I'm going to work on that. And the other goal is I want to try to concentrate on getting 100 subscribers a week. And I know that's going to be really, really a difficult challenge, but I think that I can do that. So those are some of the two biggest goals that I want to do. And the other big goal that I want to do is I want to try to help as many new subscribers to reach their 1,000 subscriber mark. That's one of my biggest goals on my channel. And I want to try to help everybody. So that means that I'm going to try to share as much as my stuff on the community page of mine, but I'm also going to share everybody else's. I'm going to share as many as I can every single day, and we're going to see how that goes. And I'm really excited about this, and I'm going to do some exciting things. I'm going to try to do as much exciting things as I can. Thanks, Frank G, for coming in and checking me out. I really appreciate it. Everyone, and please like and share, and don't forget to hit that like button. I'm trying to build up my watch time hours so I can start, being better than I was yesterday. You know what I mean? So please, everybody, share your link down below in the comment section, and let's go. Let's try to do some marketing and advertising. Let's try to show each other off. Let's share each other. Yugen Nation. That's the next thing too. You're gonna see a lot of me saying Yugen Nation in 2022, because that's my trademark, because it's Yugen Nation. Love more, hate less, love wins. I'm a lighthouse, steady and strong, for the world to see my light shine bright. And I want to share with everybody. Sharing is caring, and it is love. And when we love and with unity and togetherness, we grow. We grow greater than we ever expected. Thank you. That's awesome. I so appreciate it. I'm going to go back into the comments. I wish I could pronounce some of these people. I am so sorry I can't pronounce the names. Prepika AMR, thank you. May I ask who else is still in the chat? I really like that. That'd be great. Not bad. Excuse me. So, YouTubing has been a crazy ride for me. I've had great experiences too along the way, and I've learned a lot. And you're gonna do that too. And you're gonna fall down. You're gonna fail, and you're gonna think that it's not for anything. And
Somebody wants to be a ball player.
there's a lot of things that you're gonna go through.
It'll be better.
But understand and know that you're not alone, and that there are a lot of people out there. All you have to do is seek it, and they will help you. I mean, I'm one of them. You know, I'm one of those guys that I experienced a lot of life experiences. I have a lot of life. You know, I can understand and relate to a lot of people. So please feel free. I want you guys to feel like this place. You know, feel like you're coming over to visit me at my own home, and because that's what it is. We're home together, and we're all family. We all should feel that way, and we all should have respect for one another, and we all should have something good and positive to say about anybody. Because if you don't have anything good to say, then you know what the old saying is: don't bother saying anything. It's, you know, so I appreciate it. Freda 4, thank you. Glad to see you. I appreciate you, and I share you out too. And that's what this channel is all about. It's sharing is caring, and love is love, and unconditional love is everything, and that's a fact. And so YouTubing, I'd like to know what anybody. What are some of you guys' issues about YouTube? Because I've experienced a lot. I've been striked. I've been copyrighted. I've been all that stuff. I've lost a lot of subs all at once, a lot. So those are some experiences that I've had to go through. You know, the unsubbing and all that stuff, the negativity. But I've already, you know, I hope that I've worked on all that. Thank you for sharing. Welcome all. Thank you. Please, guys, hit that like button. Drop your link so people can share and meet you. That's the goal here too. And my YouTube experiences. I can tell you a lot of them. This year I did a lot of fairs too, and that helps too when you go out in your communities. So try to do that too when you're thinking about doing videos, and if you're in Pacific things, you know, I understand that too. So don't think that I'm trying to distract you or change your channel. I'm just saying, hey, we're all different. I know that for a fact. So a lot of the things that, yeah, Frank, man, that's happened to me a lot, and it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But I figured out all I have to do is delete the comment. I don't have to say a word, because I've learned now over a year that I'm not gonna just give my energy away to anybody. My energy is too precious, and I'm only gonna give it to the ones that deserve and need that energy at this time. I can also learn to love from a distance. That's a fact too. Doesn't mean that I dislike you. It's just that right now we're not on a connecting level, and that's perfectly okay with me. Because to be honest with you, I have no resentment or I have no negative energy towards anybody. I have a completely open mind, open heart, and that's how it is. And we need to concentrate on being super supportive. And Frank, what do you mean by unsupportive people? I mean, people, I have to have respect for people too, because people do get very busy, and I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to be mad if I miss someone's video a couple times in a row. I'm not going to be that guy. And I won't be that guy, because I know that people aren't going to be able to watch all the videos that I post. I post so many videos, and I know that I'm not going to expect everyone to watch every one of my live videos. I can't do that. And that's not my responsibility to be able to do that, because once we start doing that, you remove that flow from your channel. Once you start saying, oh my God, someone's not watching my video, they're being unsupportive. Well, yeah, you just nailed it. They are. And they're going to be unsupportive. But if you go into that mindset saying, look, I'm gonna just accept every single blessing that comes to me, and if things don't go exactly the way they are, I'm still okay with that, because that's the only way you're going to be able to continue that flow. And I live like a river that's flowing very fast. And there's a lot of rocks in that river. And I know that as long as I'm open and I do not block the flow, everything's going to be great. Okay, what's this say? Love from a distance is what my cousin told me to do yesterday. Confirmation. Okay, so that's not a bad thing. It's just you guys aren't on the same level right now, and it's the same. And I can tell you, I can relate to that because my brother is not on the same level as me right now. You know, and my heart goes out to him right now, and I pray for him every single day that he's safe and he's in the right place that he needs to be. And you can't. You have to remove yourself emotionally from others' thoughts and feelings because it's energy, and that energy will connect to you. You have to understand that the energy is everything, and everyone around us has that energy, that electric flow. So we just need to have that understanding that you need to be very careful on who you have and accept into your lives, and that sometimes they are not in your lives for a reason. And that's the hardest thing to understand in a lot of ways. But it's helped me as being a YouTuber, and that's what I mean. I'm not taking things anything personal, and because I can't. What sense is there to keep? I can't dwell and perseverate on why someone's not coming to watch me anymore, or I can't dwell and perseverate because I'm wasting that time on somebody that does need that help that comes into my life at that very moment, that I can help and share their channel so they can help grow. So if you can eliminate that theory that, you know, it doesn't matter what someone else is doing or not doing. It only matters what you're doing for your channel and the betterment for everyone around you and you yourself. You know, because eventually these ones that are hating you, and they're still watching you, they're still paying close attention to you. So eventually either they're going to continue doing that, or they're going to fade away, or they're going to end up coming to join you. Either way, it's a win-win and a blessing, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Everything that's happening to you as a YouTuber, think of it as a blessing that's already happened, and it's a blessing that's in the making that's about to be received by you. Keep that open heart and that open mind throughout this process, and accept the uncomfortable parts in your life, and try to realize that there is a blessing in that. Because there is, no matter what. You may think it's the most horrible situation in your entire life, but there always is a silver lining, and there always is a greater light and a greater, after looking at it. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna read John's John the Resonator. Okay, he just left a comment. You are really a lighthouse, ain't? You've weathered storms, being there and doing the best you could for your brothers and your survivor. Yeah. I mean, listen, if we can be a walking example for somebody, John, why not do that? Why not try to pick someone up that's down? Why not open a door for somebody? Because one time in your life, someone's going to have to do that for you. You're going to be looking for that help, and someone's going to be that hand that helps you. And that's my mentality. All my life, I know and I feel that I've been guided. So, with divine guidance, God above, and He's been there even through the bad experience, but He's gotten me through every single one, and that's a true fact. And I live with God in my heart. And I know there are angels looking after me. My ancestors, I'm Irish by my heritage. I'm Irish Scottish. I'm an Ulster Scot. I was here before these countries became a country over here in the United States. I have ancestors that were shipped over here to Jamestown before we were even the first colony. So I did a lot of history and research about my family history. And most of my family came from a town called Tyrone. There's a lot of family heritage about me. That's why my ties and my Irish blood, I kind of have the orange tint and stuff. And I always get that a lot from a lot of people. You can tell you're Irish. And yeah, I am Irish, and I'm proud of that because that is your heritage. That's a part of that's your makeup. That's in your DNA that will never change, and that's what makes everybody uniquely different. And I'm an old soul, and I know that I'm an old soul, and I know that I've lived many experiences and have many experiences on this planet, but not just this time. And that's a whole different story. But that's a little bit a part of me and how I've opened my mind and my heart up to not only nature but to everything, the universe. I'm making my connection to I want to be connected to every single thing and feel that experience. And you can only do that by just letting go and just living the moment and that experience and trying to find the beauty that's within this. And I'm finding that beauty right now as I'm speaking into this camera because I got a huge smile on my face and I got goosebumps. So I know that it's real. I know you guys are real, and I know caring is sharing and love is love unconditionally. And whether it be loving from a distance or, whatever it may be, kindness is and mercy. Mercy is a very important thing in forgiveness. And I'm learning to forgive every single day. I wake up and I forgive my biological father. I forgive everyone that's ever hurt me in my life. Everyone that I've hurt in my life, I forgive myself for that, and I forgive that. I'm sorry for them that I've ever done that. And that's something that's only going to take time. And that has allowed me to grow as a better YouTuber, because I am using all these things that I'm using throughout my life and these blessings that are coming to me, and I am expressing them physically as a blessing. Letting the universe know that I'm truly blessed and that I have everything that I want and desire, and I know that what I've manifested is coming to me. So I'm extremely grateful. So let's go in and see a couple more other questions. See if anybody else is on here. You have to tell that story. Okay, so what story are you talking about? Because the story of my life is still very hard for me to talk about. And when I want to talk about things more or less, I want to talk without having to feel that emotion of, I don't want to bring that emotion back up, especially on this video. But I promise you guys, there's going to be a time in 22 that I will share my whole story. I know that it's important to share it. And there are a lot of things that are still pretty sensitive in my life, and it is truly real. And so, yes, I will in due time. Thank you for the question. And I know that's a great question. John, it's real. Yeah, it sure is real. And the thing is that's really real. What's this one? Which subcommittee is your landlord? My landlord? I don't know the question, my friend, but I can just tell you this is Yugen Bliss, the road to happiness. I'm not into the technical things because I haven't shared my link because there's a reason for that. I don't know how to do it. I apologize for that, and it's okay. It's not an issue for me. Feel free to drop your links, guys, for anybody that's in here that wants to join up and subscribe to you. That's the best that I can do for you. But I can tell you a little bit about my high school times. Let's talk a little bit about high school because my senior year, I became a father. I don't know if you guys probably knew that or not, but so I had that for an obstacle too. I was an 18-year-old boy, graduated from high school, and already a father. So that was amazing. That was quite an experience of that I never. And the thing is that in my wildest dreams, I never expected it to do that, but I embraced it completely, 100%. And I tried to be the best father that I can be, and I think I have done that because I'll tell you, one thing I have done in my life is I've done a lot of coaching. I volunteered for my community. I coached, I don't know, Joanne, how long have I coached? 20 years maybe total? I've coached about 20 years, volunteer. And I had one professional job where I coached in 8th grade basketball team in a small town named Harmony. And we had a winless season, but that winless season gave us a banner, and it was the Sportsmanship Award. So we may not have won a game, but I instilled sportsmanship in my team, and I'm such something that I'm really proud of. And I still have some of those players and kids today that I run into once in a while, and they always thank me and appreciate me for what I did to help them out and taught them what they learned that year of coaching the team. So that's what I'm saying, guys. The things that we do with gratitude and love throughout our lives and throughout our days, and we can all change that in an instant. You can do that just by right now, just like that.
There's nothing like
And all we have to do is, say a kind thing. Say hello when someone's got their head down, or have a nice day. I try to make sure that I do that in every one of my comments too, guys.
two secret worlds.
When I go and make comments, I make sure I say, have a wonderful day. There's a reason for that, because words are very powerful. And your word might make a difference for somebody that's having a bad day. Think about that for a second. We are powerful, powerful creators. And we can choose to do it for the better of the good of the humanity, or we can choose to do it for whatever way you choose to do.
They took care of business.
So, and there's a true fact. William Shakespeare once said, there's nothing neither good or bad, but thinking makes it so. What a powerful statement, and how very true that statement is, if we believe in those words. So, leaving that, there's a lot of things in my life, even looking at the bad things, I see a lot of the good things in my life. I was very lucky to keep my family together in all those hard things the hard times that I was in. My own family. I created my family. And I created it before I left high school. Like I said, I had a child. I was a father at 18 years old. So there's a lot of things that we can learn from and continue being better than we were yesterday. It's only up to us. Okay, I'm going to check some comments, see if you guys, who else wants to talk. Wow, I like that Shakespeare's quote. Yeah, it's for sure. It's real, man. And as soon as
Mom said you two dated in college.
the age of 30 came around for me, and when I hit 30, I turned into the biggest conspiracy theorist. I thought I was going crazy, man. But what I was going through was a transformation, an awakening, and I didn't realize it at the time, because I was completely intoxicated all the time, doing things that were very selfish in a lot of ways. And I was using that great knowledge that I was getting from the universe at that time for not the greater of good. I was doing it for the greater bad. I wasn't helping my fellow humanity, that's for sure. So, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing wonderful, Amoya 99. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. So yeah, back to the age of 30. So I had the experiences of my lifetime. That's all I'm gonna say. So, but I didn't really help anybody. I didn't even help myself. I didn't even care to. But I managed to keep a job, and I managed to keep my family together. And at that point, that's really all that mattered to me. I always, I worked at a job my whole entire life. I worked for 25 years of my life. I had many jobs, but all the jobs I really didn't enjoy. I was always a person that hated, I guess that mentality that I hated to work. I don't know how to explain that, but I hated the idea of having to work for the man. And it's always been like in my heart. It's like, I always seemed like I was forced to work because I had to, because that was the way the society, as soon as I left high school, that's what they taught you. You know what I mean? Go out, build your credit, go get your 9-to-5 job, and go to work. And that just turned me into a bigger drunk, because I basically ended up starting to work to pay for my drinking and my bills. But I was basically, when I was thinking about it, I was basically working to drink. And when I was drinking to suppress all my deepest, darkest pasts and my history of my past. And
I don't know what became of him.
so all that at the age of 30 came up. So it all came up at the age of 30 and everything was going like a whirlwind. I just wasn't listening to nothing. I really didn't care about life really that much that in general. But I had everything. I had ATVs, I had campers, I had brand new trucks. I worked for it. I worked hard for it. I worked in the manufacturing. I'm actually I've lived in a manufacturing town my whole entire life. This town, the town of Skowhegan, is known for shoe manufacturing. We had like 5 different shoe manufacturing companies in our town at one time. And then the 90s it all went out. You guys all know how everything went overseas. So like everyone that I knew, their parents all worked for a shoe company. That's just the way it was. So when we got out of high school and stuff, kids that were in high school, that's where we ended up. So I spent 10 years over in Norwich Walk, New Balance. I worked for New Balance. Great company in the beginning. When they were a family-owned company, I couldn't ask for a better company to work for. Jim and Ann Davis, I have the most respect for that family. They provided an income and a great family atmosphere in the beginning for everybody. Things changed once they became corporate. I began to hate my job. I didn't like being there and stuff. So things happened. There was a story there that happened to me. Maybe that'll be a video someday. Again, there was the days that I really didn't care much. And so I had many jobs. And my 20s and 30s were pretty crazy. So 46. Who else is on?
Phillips.
Same, yeah. John, I'm glad you're still hanging with me, man. I appreciate you. Means a lot. Thanks a lot.
I'm here on a personal matter.
A personal matter of yours?
Excuse me.
Yours. I've reopened.
But yeah, this experience of being a YouTuber has been some experience. And my intentions, my intentions are always going to be the same as far as that goes. I don't think that's going to change. My core values aren't going to change.
I'm not sure I can get into
I just want to do a lot more with the community part of this, like the Yugen Nation idea. That's the important thing too. And I'm running out of something to say, so it's crazy. So someone who's in?
the table.
His mother.
Thank you. Indonesia, Denmark. I can't pronounce that. Okay, Inden.
Remember,
Okay.
well enough to help you.
So
Well,
I don't know. I got 47, 42. So thank you guys very much. It was under an hour, but I gotta make sure it's an hour. Is there any questions anybody has for me on here that's on here right now, so I can maybe answer those?
I understand.
I'd like to help you, but I need assurances.
Between you and me. No notes.
What do you want to know?
Was Danny being blackmailed?
No.
His friend Deborah said he needed money all this.
Hi, how are you today? I'm doing very well, thanks.
I was.
By who?
The management at a certain bar.
The hush room.
So
I went rat hole with Danny twice.
let's see, what else can I talk about? I got something else I want to
They were
talk
running
about.
an extortion.
So yeah, so after New Balance,
Student was a good target.
I ended up what did I end up doing? I ended up getting into the mental health field. And I worked with people with developmental disabilities. It was just where my heart led me. And I don't know, I did a lot of my best job out of all that, I guess, for a while was being a job coach. Was you went around and you worked with the guys and helped them with their job. So it was very self-rewarding. And then I grew, and then I went from a different organization, but in the same field, to like a day setting where we went and did day supports and helped them with daily living, like grocery shopping and stuff like that. That was awesome. And then we went to residential setting, and we took care of them. It was quite a process there, and a lot of experiences that I can come up with a video about that too. See, we learn, and our stories are important, and people do listen to them. And they like to see where people come from. And it's important to understand not to worry about what other people think about that. It's important to be your individual true self. People are going to have their own opinions. Their energy is different than everybody else's. And try to resonate your energy with like-minded energy. And always remember to think positive
They made things really
and
bad for him.
keep doing the right thing and always keep getting better than you were yesterday.
But in those days,
And as long as you keep practicing that and knowing that you love yourself and you'll love others and people will see that love from yourself and they will resonate with you.
For talking to me.
Thank you guys.
to stay confidential.
I love you all.
There's
Have a great day.